If you thought 2025 was packed with incredible games, 2026 is looking even bigger, with what could end up being the highest selling game of all time. From massive JRPGs and brutal Souls-likes, to shooters, survival horror, and everything in between, next year's lineup is stacked. So let's break down the biggest and most exciting games coming in 2026. Releasing on January 30th, Code Vein 2 is the unexpected sequel to the surprisingly good anime-inspired Souls-like. It's a standalone story about the lunar Rapaces, a force turning revenants into mindless horrors. You play as a revenant hunter, saved by a girl named Lou, who shares her heart with you and can travel through time. Together, you journey 100 years into the past to prevent the coming cataclysm. The combat has been overhauled with former abilities, new weapon types, and a partner system where allies can fight beside you or fuse their power into yours to boost your abilities. With deeper lore, expanded exploration, and fast-paced combat, Code Vein 2 looks like one of 2026's most stylish Souls-likes. Just a week after Code Vein 2, another major Souls-like arrives, Nioh 3, releasing on February 6th. Developed by Team Ninja, the sequel's made some changes to its environments. It's not quite open world, but there will be large explorable areas. You play as Tokugawa Takachiyo, who must battle yokai across different eras of Japanese history to stop a supernatural event known as the Crucible, meaning yes, it's another Souls-like this year with a time-bending premise. For the first time, you can seamlessly switch between two playstyles, Samurai and Ninja, each with completely different weapons, stances and abilities. With its fast, intricate combat, time-hopping story and greater sense of scale, Nioh 3 looks like Team Ninja's most ambitious game yet. From samurais to sarcastic talking guns, High on Life 2 lands February 13th and looks even weirder and funnier than before. The first game was a bizarre, hilarious and divisive shooter known for its absurd sci-fi world and talking weapons. After Justin Roiland's departure from Squanch Games, a sequel seemed unlikely, but it's back and even more chaotic than ever. This time the bounty hunter is tasked with assassinating Senator Muppidu, a corrupt politician linked to Rhea Pharmaceuticals, a company literally turning humans into pills. Set on the wild planet Concon, the game introduces a hub-based structure with 3 sprawling cities full of side missions, collectibles and minigames. With its skateboard traversal, new talking weapon sheath and completely off-the-rails boss fights, High on Life 2 looks like pure, ridiculous fun. Next up is one of 2026's biggest and most anticipated releases, Resident Evil Requiem. Set around 30 years after Raccoon City's destruction in Resident Evil 3, this is the 9th mainline entry in Capcom's legendary survival horror series. You play as Grace Ashcroft, an FBI analyst investigating a corpse found in an abandoned hotel, the same one where her mother mysteriously died 8 years earlier. Her search uncovers a dark connection to the original Raccoon City outbreak, pulling the series full circle. From day one of release, you'll be able to seamlessly switch between first and third person perspectives. Much like Mr. X and Lady Dimitrescu, there's a new relentless creature that stalks you through walls and ceilings, turning every corridor into a nightmare. With strong rumours of Leon Kennedy making a return as a playable character, and some impressive footage so far, Resident Evil Requiem looks like Capcom's best entry in the series to date. Coming in March is Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflections, a JRPG spin-off that could be the most exciting entry yet. You play as the heir to the Kingdom of Azuria and the last Rathalos rider in the country on the brink of war. When twin Rathalos are born, marked with a symbol tied to a civil war 200 years ago, it becomes clear that tensions between Azuria and Vermil are about to ignite again. Visually, the game adopts a Breath of the Wild style art direction, blending expressive anime characters and stunning environments that make the world feel more alive than ever. Combat has been reworked for faster, more tactical battles, while monster bonding and exploration have been expanded. Even if you've never played a Monster Hunter game before, Stories 3 looks unmissable in 2026. Launching in the following month is Saros, the next big PS5 exclusive from Housemarque, the creators of Returnal. Set on the desolate world of Carcosa, beneath a haunting eclipse, you play as Arjun Devraj, a solitaire enforcer on a desperate search for someone lost to him. What begins as a mission soon spirals into a psychological and emotional struggle about the cost of creating a new future. Unlike Returnal, Saros introduces permanent progression. Every death reshapes the world, but also makes you stronger through persistent weapon and suit upgrades. Just like Returnal, it's expected to be brutally difficult, but this new progression system should make it a little more accessible to more players, while retaining the quick and intense gameplay you'd expect from Housemarque. Releasing in the same month is 007 First Light, an action-adventure game from IO Interactive, the studio behind the Hitman titles. Set years before Bond became the secret agent we know, the game follows a young, reckless James Bond as he begins his MI-16 training and takes on his first major mission. After a tragic operation to stop a rogue agent goes wrong, Bond teams up with his hardened mentor John Greenway to uncover a deep conspiracy threatening the heart of the British government. Inspired by Ian Fleming's novels and classic Bond films, First Light is set to show how Bond's career really began. Gameplay-wise, it blends Hitman's stealth with Uncharted-style cinematic action. Early gameplay footage looks extremely impressive, but some notable performance issues were apparent that hopefully will be ironed out before launch. Originally slated for May but now releasing in November 2026, Grand Theft Auto 6 is easily the biggest game of the year and possibly of all time. Set in the state of Leonida, Rockstar's take on modern-day Florida, the game returns to the neon-soaked streets of Vice City while expanding across swamps, highways, and the sun-drenched Keys. You play as Lucia Caminos and Jason Duval, two lovers turned criminals caught in a deadly conspiracy after a heist goes wrong. Together they'll navigate crime, chaos, and betrayal in a world that's more visually impressive than anything before it. While Rockstar hasn't revealed the online mode yet, rumours point to something massive and game-changing. GTA 6 is pushing photorealism beyond anything we've seen before, and is bound to look incredible, especially on the PS5 Pro. Now moving on to games without a solid release date, starting with Gears of War E-Day, which takes place 14 years before the original trilogy and when humanity's nightmare first began. Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago return home as soldiers of the COG, only to face the horrifying emergence of the Locust Horde, grotesque creatures erupting from beneath the surface of Serra, tearing through cities and wiping out civilization in a single day. While gameplay hasn't been shown yet, E-Day is said to return to the series' roots with a bleaker tone and a stronger horror focus, something fans have wanted since the original game. And with Gears of War Remastered already available on PS5, there's every chance E-Day is going to make its way there too. If you've ever wanted Marvel reimagined through Arc System Works' signature style, the team behind Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls finally makes it a reality. You start with a primary character and an assist, and then unlock your full team mid-match through wall breaks and combo-driven gameplay. Share a single health bar, chain attacks and unleash ultimate skills across iconic Marvel stages. With a strong Japanese influence in the art, especially visible on characters like Iron Man, Arc System Works' fighting game heritage makes it feel like another instant classic in the making. After almost 20 years, the Onimusha series finally returns with Onimusha Way of the Sword, powered by Capcom's RE engine. Set in Edo-era Kyoto, now shrouded in malevolent malice, you play as the wandering samurai Musashi, who wields the cursed Oni Gauntlet, a relic granting the power to slay the demonic Genma. You'll battle through haunted streets and ancient temples as he searches for the purpose behind his fight. Combat is brutal and deliberate, rewarding precision over button mashing. Parries trigger vicious break-Isen finishers that slice enemies apart in a single strike, while every soul you steal powers devastating Oni abilities. Fans have waited a long time for the series' return, and so far, it looks like a comeback done right. Next up is Phantom Blade Zero, a wuxia-inspired action RPG that stunned everyone when it was first revealed, so much so that many thought the footage looked too cinematic to be real. But with new gameplay showcases, it's clear this isn't smoke and mirrors, it's shaping up to be a stylish, fast-paced experience that truly matches its visuals. You play as Soul, an elite assassin framed for the murder of his master, and left with only 66 days to live after a mysterious healer's ritual. As you hunt for the truth, you'll slice through enemies using a mix of precise parries, counters, and acrobatic swordplay in interconnected regions filled with branching paths and secrets. With its kung fu punk aesthetic and brutal elegance, Phantom Blade Zero looks like one of 2026's most mesmerizing action games. Insomniac has built a reputation for creating some of the most visually stunning and polished games in the industry, from Ratchet & Clank to the Spider-Man series. Now the studio is turning its talent towards a very different kind of Marvel hero with Marvel's Wolverine, a project already confirmed to be M-rated, signaling that the team is fully embracing the brutal violence the character is known for in the comics. Despite early leaks, the official footage showcases a game with the same cinematic visuals and technical mastery Insomniac is known for, but with a more violent, grounded tone than anything they've tackled before. As with Spider-Man, this is their own original take on Wolverine, faithful to the source material, but distinct in execution, with combat built around his iconic claws and ferocious speed. For the second to last entry, we have Pragmata, a game announced back in 2020 that's been mostly dormant until recently. Set in a distant future where humanity has discovered lunar filament, a mysterious material capable of replicating anything, disaster strikes when communication with a lunar research station suddenly goes dark. You play as Hugh Williams, a security specialist sent to investigate, but after a massive lunar quake, he's rescued by Diana, a young android known as a Pragmata. Together they must survive the moon's ruins and uncover what caused the catastrophe. The gameplay is surprisingly unique. Instead of simply shooting enemies, you first have to hack them by completing node puzzles. While that might sound tedious or jarring, impressions so far suggest it works really well, and Pragmata could end up being a true sleeper hit. And finally we have The Dustbloods, From Software's long-rumoured next title that's been described by many as a spiritual successor to Bloodborne. You play as one of the Bloodsworn, powerful beings who have gained superhuman abilities through a mysterious sacred blood. As humanity collapses during an event known as the Twilight of Humanity, the Bloodsworn are summoned across different eras and worlds to compete for the First Blood, an essence said to grant true immortality. Unlike Bloodborne, the Dustbloods leans into large-scale PvPvE hunts, where players face off against both creatures and each other. While it's arguably one of the darkest and most atmospheric worlds From Software has ever developed, it's actually launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2, and could easily become one of the most critically acclaimed games of 2026. So that wraps up the biggest and most exciting games for 2026. Let me know down in the comments which one you'll be picking up day one. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for a notification each time I upload new content. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you in the next video.